Alright, so this is my accessory day workout. Right now I'm doing kind of like a 2-day strength training. One day is kind of like all strength, all power, and then this is kind of like accessories where it's like mostly just trying to move the spine, move the hips, get really stretchy, and really focus on like weight and mobility type work. I've been doing this for like maybe 1 week now, and honestly it feels really good. I get a nice stretch through the hamstrings, and basically everything that I'm focusing on, that like within my like all my like issues and injuries and things like that, are really working with this exercise. Like I really want internal rotation of the hips. I want that lengthening of the glutes, glute min work, right? I want lengthening of the spine, you know, because my lower back was going crazy, and it really feels good, like the weight onto my forearms, because it's like a stretching it out. I supersetted the Jefferson curl with this Cobra Pros, which feels really nice. Sometimes I do feel a little bit in my lower back, but I really want to stretch out like my hip flexors, really expand my chest, and kind of just breathe, right? Because I'm having a lot of like rib cage issues too. I got issues everywhere. It's crazy, but this is really helping me stretch out too. It does feel nice that I'm like opening up my abs, and then on the other side I'm kind of opening up my posterior chain at the same time. It just works well that way. I do notice that like my left shoulder kind of pinches at this position. So I really got to work on like shoulder ER, IR, kind of like just build that mobility with it. So just so it kind of feels a little bit better. But it just feels nice in general. This one, I'm doing it as a like single arm lat pull down, really opening up and really rotating through that shoulder as well. And then also kind of getting like a lateral flexion feel. And then, yeah. So opening up, I really want oblique, QL, kind of all my abs and stuff like that, my lats to stretch out, and then kind of getting a nice stretch through the arm, and then pulling through and squeezing to the side too. So really opening up, lateral flexion, pulling, let it stretch, pull through, drop that shoulder. So I'm not trying to like, I'm really just trying to like open up and then close it up, you know, like going through like full ranges of motions, kind of feeling it out. Like the weight was like relatively light anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it felt really good. It's one of my faves now. I supersetted that with some Copenhagen dips. Really open up the hips, you know. I am having trouble with this one. It just feels really hard, or like my groin doesn't like it, or my hips don't like it. Like, but it's what I need, you know. Kind of standard, kind of build my adductors, really stretch those out. Okay, so I'm doing a cable ERs, or external rotation of the shoulders. And my right side looks great, to be honest. So that upper back, like I get some pain in my rib cage and in my like spine, and it's been so hard to kind of like mess with it or like kind of work around it. And I know like my shoulder mobility is a big part of it, just because like every time I try to like externally rotate my arm, my chest will expand or my rib cage will flare out. So I'm really trying to keep that stuck and then just move through that shoulder, right? If you notice from my right arm, shaking, my left arm is gonna start shaking soon. Like on my last couple reps, my arm just starts shaking bad, and I'm just trying to keep control and keep the form. So I really did want to push it to failure here, which felt really good. So yeah, it's nice. Now here we got some single leg RDLs, and I'm really trying to dip, push the hip out, keep that knee forward. So a lot of lengthening of the glute med, right? Nice stretchy. So I'm turning my body, and I'm also reaching towards my toes, not like my midfoot. I really like that feel. Like I don't like having to. I don't necessarily think about pushing my hips back anymore. I just think about leaning over and kind of keeping that load on my toes and kind of let it ride up, right? Versus like having it on my heels and I'm like sitting back, which is a little different now too. So this is my workout. Cool.